Hello. Are we going? I believe we are. I like how my first instinct is just rub my nose. It's insane. Just go like, oh yeah, just rub my nose real quick. That's fine. That's amazing. It's great. All right, we're back. We're back. Unfortunately, I do not have the funds to get a new setup because unfortunately with the setup, one of the reasons I have not been doing keyboard streams is, as you can hear, the room treatment isn't as great. Even though I do have a relatively the same type of room treatment going on, I need proper room treatment just because this entire space is actually much larger than my old space. It's about double and a little bit in comparison to my old space, because I know with the old space it's gonna be a lot different, and there are cars. You probably heard that, and that's where, oh right, sorry. That is why I don't really like doing it over here. When I did move over, I didn't think that road would be that noisy, because when I was here for a little bit, I thought to myself, oh, it's pretty quiet, it's not bad. That's with the window closed, by the way. But apparently there's just people just going at it. Just going at it and going crazy. Not great, don't get me wrong, but at the very least, it's not horrible. Where was I? Okay, but today we are going to be building the Manta, because the Manta is a keyboard that I have been holding off for a long time, but finally, we actually get to use it, which is awesome. All right, where the hell is my settings, buddy? Activity, no. Yes, I would like to have a stream manager just in case. There you go. Awesome. All right. Anyways, we got streams going on, so I can see what's going on over there. I will probably just use one of my earbuds to be able to hear the stream and make sure that we aren't going too crazy. Okay, I guess my right earbud is missing. I don't know where my right earbuds are, but well, I guess I'll transfer this to the left temporarily. Which is insane. Insane to think about. We are going to unmute. The music was not there. That's insane. Can I even hear the music is the real question. There we go. You guys are just hearing the static noise of the entire thing, which is insane. Okay, I think this is going to be relatively fine. Yeah, I know the noise is still kind of up there, but we're just gonna increase the music a little bit. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. So we are good, and I can just leave this in. I will do that here, and I'm gonna take this out, and hope we are good. Oh, by the way, weird thing that I did. Despite the current economy, I did buy SD cards. So this thing, oh right, the Manta upside down. But this thing cost me quite a pretty penny, just this guy alone. It pisses me off, but I could have bought that specific one for a lot less. Don't get me wrong, I could have gotten it for a lot less, and I was so pissed. I was so pissed. Oh my god. Right. Oh, no. There we go. There we go. Anyways, so we're going to be building the Manta today. This is a keyboard, a custom keyboard that is designed by Bold Keyboards and Alexotos. I don't believe there's anyone else in here other than the manufacturer, which I do not remember. But I received this about a month or two ago, and apparently there may or may not be issues with some of the PCB diodes falling off. I have not checked it. I have not had the time, unfortunately. As you can tell, I've been streaming mostly on the Sundays, and even then, I couldn't even get to those. So today we are going to finally build this, because honestly, we've been setting it off for too long. And by too long, I mean way too long. So we're finally gonna build this, and that's gonna be great. But this, again, I don't even remember at this point which colorway I got, which is good because now I'm just surprised. As you can see, very nice packaging here. The Manta. All right, to read this line of text here, I know you guys can't really see it, but for those who want to, boom, I'm gonna read it out. Anyways, the Manta is a project designed by Bold Keyboards and Alexotos. They wanted to create something that pays homage to classic designs while standing out in the market crowded with 65% layouts. So this is a 65% board. It was a daunting challenge after all. Creating something entirely new should be easy, right? But as we quickly realized, innovation and functionality are two very different things. With that in mind, we made it our primary With that in mind, we made it our primary objective during discussions and brainstorming sessions to balance both. Here is that result. So that is what the Manta is, and this is the Manta, a keyboard by Bull and Alex. So as you can see, I do like how this packaging is. Like, look at that. That's a nice bit of packaging. Honestly, oh, I guess that's the design of the box. I thought it would be going over, but you can see the crease there from the cut of the paper, but that's fine. You can see it says Manta over it. Quite nice. And you get the relatively signature Alexotos orange in the bottom. But that's not what we're here for. We're here for the keyboard that's actually inside of this. So we're gonna lift that up. Manta. Ooh, okay. Comes with the case, which is typical. Nowadays, they're starting to not have a case in the box, if I remember correctly. Otherwise, because of... I was about to say reasons, because of reasons. They don't put a lot of stuff into the case nowadays, just because a lot of people don't really use the case, and it's quite a bulky object to keep in store. However, before we get to that, little bit of Bold Keyboards, their logo, and here's Alexotos' logo. At least for those who don't know. Really nice custom keyboard, I hope is inside here. It feels heavy. Really nice girth. The material from the box did rub off. I guess I should mention that. So if you look a closer look at the Manta, it is a little dirty, but that's fine. It is a protective case after all. That's kind of what it does. The thing they could have done just so that it's cleaner is just have a piece of like onion paper, yeah, or wrapping paper right over it in that specific color. All right, so we got the O-ring. So we got some mounts. Let's pull that out. Wow, there is a singular fly in here. Amazing. Hate myself for that. I've been getting a lot of flies lately, and honestly, every summer that's what we get. We get a lot of flies, and it is horrible. All right, so this is made by STR Machining, apparently, CNC manufacturer. So we got the O-rings, we got the bumpers in gray and in black and in white. Are these different ones? They don't really mention it on the packaging. We have other gaskets by the look of it. So that's for the PCB, and we have, oh, this should be for the standoffs, I believe, or for the standoffs, for the stabilizers. Oh my god, I have not been using keyboards for a long time. I've been watching the streams, but it's like while I'm working, so I just hear things, and I'm like, oh, I'm working, I'm like, blah, 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 etc., and a thing just happens. And I'm like, oh, hey, yeah, cool, keyboard. Yeah, I try to be in chat once in a while, but unfortunately, I am also working, so it's not like I can just fully be in there. Right. Maybe on breaks. When I'm on breaks, then yeah, that's when I can kind of get away with it. Oh my god. Oh, the cloth. Oh, that's heavy. That is heavy. Whew. Looks like it's, I feel like it's anode. I really feel like it would be anode right in here. Okay, nothing in the bottom. Oh, it's tilted. So it's canted downwards so that the bulk of it is in the middle. So you got a little more padding instead of just having it lay flat. Okay, so we got all of that. I'm gonna put this down. Wipe it off, wipe it off. Okay, kind of excited because genuinely, I have forgotten what colorway I got. It's a good thing. I mean, when you leave a keyboard and you're like, oh my god, it's coming in, and then you receive it, and then you get slammed by work, and you're like, I'm too tired to build anything. So here it is. You get Alexotos' logo on the front. I'm guessing Bowls is in the back. Nope, it's probably on the other side. Okay, let's open this. Oh, and then you got Bowls logo. Oh, I swear to God. Oh, oh my god. It's a case. Okay. Did I get raw? I might have gotten raw. This is not good. I might have gotten the raw. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Boom. I've gotten the raw. Yep, I've gotten the raw. This is how I know I've gotten the raw. Because in the packaging, it's already oxidizing on the points where there is a hole. It oxidized. No, I left it in the packaging for too long. It's oxidizing in those specific sections. Oh no. I was hoping for a more even one. But also, that means if I do hold it, the moment I touch it, it would start to patina. In other words, I'm gonna get my smudging fingerprints right all over it. That is insane. Love it and hate it. I'm one of those types of people that I like it to look clean, but this is one of the few ones where it will literally look dirty. You will have fingerprint smudges on it and whatnot. Is that curved? No way. Looking at the side profile, it is curved. There's like a little bit of a curve there. Holy. That's nice. That looks nice. Looks like the daughter board is already pre-installed. There is another hole over there, so this is already started to oxidize by itself. One of the things you can probably do is by taking this off with gloves on and just letting it oxidize somewhere else. And once it oxidizes somewhere else, it will just start to create its own patina. So I'm kind of thinking that I will just do this build with gloves, and as long as I don't touch anything on myself, because you're spreading oils. Like me just doing this, I already have oils on my fingers, is kind of how it works, and it would affect how this patinas. But I think we should just bite the bullet. I think I should just bite the bullet, cut it open, and see how it goes. I don't see any screws. Oh, there it is. Yeah, hidden screw design, if I remember correctly. It is a hex key. So the hidden screw design is that screws are hidden up the top row and up the bottom. So if you look from the top, no screws. Side, no screws. The side, okay, so this is the top. No, so this is the top. This is one of the sides. USB-C in the bottom, and then even straight up in the plate, there is nothing there. Okay, I am honestly a little hesitant to open just because of that. Okay, anyways, a lot of good machining done on this, and I'm sweaty. It is summer, and I'm like, it's not that hot to me. Everyone is melting, and I'm like, oh, it's kind of hot. Like it's you know, I feel like it's warmer than I'd like it to be. Normally, I max out around 28 degrees. Right now, it's like 30. Going by, let me check the temperature in the room. My thermometer says it is 30 degrees. I wish it was 2 degrees cooler, and we would be good, but it's not. So unfortunately for me, I have to deal with that. Okay, let me just do one thing. 2. 1, 2. Yeah, that actually matches what we're seeing here. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Minimize that. Now, we have that aside. We have the accessories here. This is going to be where the PCB lies. We're just gonna prep everything, make sure we have it ready instead of waiting. Boom. Okay, carbon fiber plate, I believe, or FR4. Or did I get the poly? I can't remember. Nope, it's poly. And here's the PCB. Alright, so there was a diode here apparently that has issues. I'm not spotting it any, but it looks nice. It's a nice cool gray tone. But oh, PCB tree. Look at that. Looks so good. I don't feel anything loose. Nothing loose, so should be good. All right. Okay. So what mount do we want? I think we should decide that before going even farther into this build. Oh, this is already starting to flex because of the humidity. All right, so we have this. We have the PCB. And I think we'll do, I haven't really done O-ring mount, so we're gonna go with O-ring mount. Yeah, let's go with O-ring mount today. I've not done O-ring mount ever, so this should be fun. Okay. Grab that guy. O-ring mount. I also do not know where these little bumpers go. These little bumpers go somewhere. Oh yeah, looks 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. That looks like there is points for the bumpers. Multiple mounts. I keep forgetting that. And then there are relief cuts in the space bar section. But why? Oh, because the switch can take 7U or 6U. Okay. That's why. Alright, we're gonna do that. Is that it? Is that what I want? Do I want that? Yes, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna do a gasket mount here. If I remember, gasket mount requires me to put this in, put the switches in, and then gasket the entire thing. Okay, so we're gonna put aside the keyboard for a little bit. Put it right up there. And we're gonna install switches on this. So switches. Yes, I do have some tactile switches that I want to try, and we're gonna do that. We're gonna do some tactile switches. Boom. I'll be right back. Boom. Whoop. I forgot that my chair's over there. All right. Think. You know what? Yeah, let's do this. We are going to use HMX switches. I haven't really used HMX switches either, but they are high pitch. Not really my thing, unfortunately, but it is a good thing to try. We're trying something that isn't in my wheelhouse, which is good. You know, you gotta keep trying things. You can't just stop and let everything consume you. So we're gonna do that. Has been a while. Wow, this blade is dull as all hell. Amazing. Right, because I used it to cut a bunch of things. Yeah, once it's started, it should be fine. Same with that one. Man, this is what I'm saying when I thought it would be quieter. You can hear that in the background, right? Just a motorcycle. It sounds like a motorcycle. That doesn't sound like a regular thing. Wait, what? What's going on? Why is this not just tearing apart as we go? That makes no sense. This piece of paper is actually really nice. What? Is it just a piece of paper that's nice, or is it my blade is dull? I can't tell anymore because every time I try to keep tearing it, it does not wanna tear. I was just like, huh, That is nice. That is nice to know. I don't want to cut myself here, but goddamn. Goddamn. Just cut. Bro, cut. Thank you. Boom. Finally, cut that one off. Let's take a look at the PCB. Ooh. Okay, let's see. Loose diodes somewhere, potentially. Not too sure which one it was. I remember hearing about it, but looks like we're good. I may not be one of the affected units, but we will find out. Okay. All right. So as you guys can see, it says that Manta 65H Revision Alpha, designed by Gondolindrum. Okay, by Gondolindrum for Alexotos and Bowl. I like how they just keep trading Bowl and Alexotos and Bowl. Then Alexotos is first, and then Bowl's next. It just keeps trading spots. Okay, so this is gonna be the top. I see. That's gonna be here. This is gonna be the bottom. So, and because this is where it lines up. Oh, that is smart. Okay. They made it all line up. This is actually really nice. This is a nice PCB. Okay, gondola. So in the back, you can see Alex is like the Chris Bumstead of keyboards. I do not know who Chris Bumstead is. I'm not from the North Americas. That's Alexotos' logo. That is Bowl's logo. And that's probably Golondrum right there. That weird tech tree looking thing. Looks amazing though. Like, holy. Not a lot of the time you see the PCB look good, as you can see. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna put that down. We're gonna open you. We might just tear this one apart. Yep, we might need to just tear this one apart. Because, yeah, I don't want to cut myself. Let me just put this away. And this is relatively soft material, so just slashing into it isn't going to be the best option. So I'm just gonna go ham on it and call it a day. I don't wanna faff about too much. I'm gonna just break. There you go. Ta-da! Here we go. So that's gonna be the enter key on the right hand side. And then we're gonna have those. Where is my plate fork? There it is. Got a plate fork. That's what that's for. Plate fork. So yeah, 3D printed plate fork by RNKBD Keys. Ooh, okay. That is, yeah, plate fork is gonna be funny. Oh, plate fork's gonna be next to useless for a little bit here. Maybe I'll just put it here. Ooh, that's gonna be a little difficult. What? No, why you do this to me? Okay, whatever. Either or. But I was saying that's kind of genius earlier, because one of the relief cuts is a very thoughtfully right in between. So if you get something small enough, you can actually poke the reset button. Holy, and you don't really have to take off any keycaps for it. It's amazing by itself. Okay, boom. All right, what do I want in terms of layout here? Yeah, I do want, I think a 7U would be much better here. Does it tell me which one? Okay, as much as I like a nice looking keyboard, I do also want me to tell it where to go. Okay, so as you can see here, there is the 6.25U and the 7U there. So we're gonna go with 7U, the bottom. And I just made a mistake because I realized I need to get some stabs. Let me pull out the stabs. All right. All the things are in here. Here we go. Here are the stabs I bought. This is from Keybay Tech. I forget. I think they're called shield stabs and whatnot. Okay. Ta-ta-ta. Okay. Where do we go? Okay. Okay. There we go. We'll do this. We're gonna start it up. Okay, so that's the 7U there. You know, let's use one of the few things that I have bought, but don't exactly remember. There we go. Is this... Do I need to clip these? I hope not. Okay. Where's the rest of it? Oh, there it is. Whew, for a moment there, I just went... I looked at it and I went, oh my god, there is no... There's no sections in there to hold. Okay. Let's see. This looks like this goes in both ways, and that doesn't really matter. Huh. Weird. Okay. Boom. That goes through. And then push this through. Let's see. And that looks wrong. Oh. What? I'm confused. That was the right hole. I think. I believe. Yes, I think that is... That was... Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. We got this. So these are clip-ons, I believe. So one, not screw-ons. Boop, boop. Is this right? This seems wrong, I'm not gonna lie. Nope, that's definitely not it. There's only one hole. I've never used this type of stab. That is quite different, actually. Which is a good thing, which means I'm experiencing new things. And since I bought this a long time ago, I don't even remember what type of stab this is. Amazing. Let me just push it through. And then boom. There we go. There we go. Here's one. Boom. And we got two. Oh, that's upside down. I'm gonna undo that. Boom. Boom. There we go. All right, that's one. In there, no lube. We're doing no lube, which means that we will potentially open this keyboard back up again eventually. 7U, and that will be the 7U as well. Okay. Ooh, I heard some. Come on. Ooh, that feels tight. Is this normal? Is this normal? Is this normal? Is this okay? That looks about right. But oh, that is tight. That is difficult. That is difficult. I'm Push it down. Hello? Please don't break anything. I'm hearing creaking out of it. And that's the thing. Because I'm gonna push this down, but I don't... Do I want to do that? Because that looks like that would fit just about right. Yeah, so we're gonna push it down. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna push that down. And since this is felt underneath, we should be okay. Although there is a lot of give there. Yeah, so hopefully we are fine. I'm gonna just say hopefully we're fine. Jeez, that terrifies me. That is terrifying right now. I haven't built a keyboard in a while, and I'm like, oh, what am I doing? All right, then we're gonna push down again. There we go. There we go. Woo! That is 2. All right. Oh, adds in a bit. Holy Jesus. All right. I'm just going to install the rest of this, and you guys will be in ads. Maybe I should have done something that I should have done just earlier. That's fun. Give me 1 sec. Yeah. That rattles. Maybe I should just lube it. I'm just sitting here going like, maybe I won't lube it. And now I'm sitting here, maybe I should lube it. Extra screws. Oh, I love that. And extra bits. Okay, and extra feet. That's insane. That's awesome. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably remove those. Because that is rattly as all hell. They were like, oh, it doesn't rattle. You don't need to do anything. It rattles. Yeah, we're probably gonna lube it afterwards. You know what? Where's my lube brush? We got a lube brush. There's probably lube in here. Yep, there's probably lube in here. And we're gonna just brush it. Ooh. Probably just brush the hell out of it. Okay. Don't know why I did this way, but I'm doing this way instead of the other way because I'm a fool, an absolute fool. Yeah, that's already much quieter, much better. Anyways, yeah, I should have done it earlier, but I didn't because I'm an idiot. Should I do it for the rest of it? No, we're not gonna do it for the rest of it. We're just going to, yeah, because I need to push that one through. There we go. Let's see. Where's the rest of them? 1, 2. Can I do split? Oh, I can do split backspace, so we don't need to do that. There we go. Split backspace. We're gonna do that. We are going to do the shift. Oh, sorry, that's enter. Oh, and that's small shift. All right. Enter. So we need 1, 2. We need 2. We need 2. Okay, we'll just need 2. That's what I believe. 1, 2. There we go. Oh. Oh, just in case you have screw on. What? Oh, I see. So if you wanted to ensure that it stayed, you can do that too. Amazing. Yeah, not doing that. Not doing that. I am just going to do this here. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there we got 1. And then we're gonna do this relatively quickly this time. We're not gonna faff about because we already know what to do. It just plops right on. Gonna push that in. We're gonna push this through. I'm an absolute fool. I probably should lube all of this, but I'm not doing it because it gives me an excuse to try this with lube next time, which is funny because this services the keyboard to a certain degree. I don't know why I do it. I do it just for the lulz and the ability to build it again next week. So basically, I'll just tear it down, build it again, call it a day. That fell. And see how it goes. That way I can milk it because I can't exactly afford 15 keyboards, and I don't really do commissions because I don't have any clout to be able to do commissions. Oh, wrong way. We're gonna do that here. That's through here. Yes. But yeah, this set of stabies are kind of weird. They're a little different than the regular ones that I have encountered, but they're effectively, the same, You just you put it in. These are clip-ons. Although clip-ons are difficult to push through, which is, I kind of hate. That they are like that, but they are like that. Thank you. Oh, so that's 2. Is 2. Slight bit of lube there. Okay. There we go. Boom, there you go. Boom. And then that one. 1, 2, and 3. So it's flat. 4. This is probably going to be fine with lube. But yeah, that's rattly as all hell without the lube. I just realized. 1. Drop in, please. There we go. Drop in 1. Drop in 2. That is one of the things. Absolutely hit. There we go. Alright, single point. There we go. And then one more. I am going to boom. Need that, and then I need to push you. You are the larger one, and you are the smaller one. So larger one up the top here, and the smaller one in the bottom. Then I'll use this tool to push it down. Just make sure. Okay, I don't want to break anything necessarily. If I don't have to, there we go. Properly clicked in. Oh, no, not. There we go. Properly clicked in. No, one of the legs split. One of the legs split. Put it in the wrong side. Let me just push that in. There we go. All right. And push through. Boom. Oh, that's fine. That'll survive. It's good. We're good. You don't have to do anything too much. Okay. Now that we did that's what I want to. I'm gonna just use split backspace because I prefer split backspace. I don't really like not doing split backspace, so we're just gonna do exactly what I want. Yep, all those. Those go here. This goes here. This goes here. And we're good. And now we can put in switches. Woo! Let's start with the split keyboard. Oh. Where is it? There we go. I think what we're going to do is, because we can for this specific row, we're going to just use the actual what's it called? There we go. Boom. Boom. And we're gonna put in a bunch. 2. Okay. And there we go. Okay, and then there we go. There we go. 1, 2, there we go. And then we're going to push these through Okay, I don't know why, but I am absolutely like quiet right now. I am in concentration. We're so tired. We are just tired as all hell. Normally, I would be talking and be doing stuff instead of just, how do I say it? Instead of just concentrating and just pushing these through. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. So we push those two. Boom. 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 Okay. And then the bottom, the 7, the 60, the 7 is on the right side. Okay. Boom. And boom. Boom. All right. We got a couple of things through. We're going to figure that out later. We can always pull that out. We're going to... There we go. There we go. And then for this side is going to be a little weird because there isn't really... There isn't... Sure, you know what? I'm just going to do this. There we go. There we go. No, it's just weird. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, there we go. 2, 3, 4. I'm just gonna go all the way around in order to make sure that I get everything to go through. Boom. So there's that. And then we're gonna do the other side here. Step caps lock is gonna be left-hand side, so we're gonna do step caps lock. I prefer step caps lock personally. A lot of people seem to not like it, which is to me weird. I'm just like, what? Why do you not like step caps lock? That just makes no sense to me. I think step caps lock is a much better way to do it. Is it a diode? Okay. Okay. Boom. There we go. There we go. And then the bottom. No. No. Okay, there we go. And those 3. Okay. 1 and 2. Okay, there we go. And then we... There we go. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Push it through. Push it through. There we go. So we have most of the sides. I think we're just gonna have to push that through. I think the right hand side for the 7U, 6.5 7U, yeah. So it's gonna be the right hand side for the 7U stuff, which is kind of weird. Boom. 1, 2, and 3. I'm literally flabbergasted. I'm really tired right now, which is so stupid because honestly, I guess I could say it. Was it last week or was it a week before? It's been a couple of weeks since I've been, I guess, so it should be fine to talk about it. So yeah, recently I've went to Christina Lake and it was a whole trip. Basically, I drove around 6 hours, and by I mean the driver, not me. I was definitely not driving, but we went about 6 hours away if you just straight drive or straight drove to Christina Lake. And Christina Lake is, whew, it's pretty far. It's pretty good. It is one of the warmer lakes, so it wasn't that. It was great. I didn't really swim because I'm not really a swimmer. So to me, I was just like, maybe we're fine. maybe we're fine, you know? Like, maybe we just don't do that. So I didn't even bother going into the lake, which is crazy for taking the amount of time. However, I did go to a restaurant. So there was this Spanish restaurant that we went to, and there was a dish. I forget what it was called because it's been about over a week. But the way it was a bell pepper where they stuffed it with cheese and then grilled it, and then they put cheese on top and meat. So it's very cheesy. It was a very, very cheesy menu, you know? So I was like, oh yeah, that's great, that's awesome. Yeah. And it was very cheesy. I have no regrets, but at the same time, I was like, maybe I should have gotten something with a bunch of meat in it. And then I had ice cream. I think it was called Mulix. Was it Mulix? No, I can't remember the specific place, but it was really good. The mango ice cream tasted like it was actually mango, not the artificial powdered mango. Like if you've ever had mango powder versus real mango, it tasted more like real mango than it tasted like mango powder. So that's a good thing. I don't know why, but there are times where even chocolate, for some reason, chocolate, I don't know why, there's a powdered chocolate taste with certain ice cream brands. Certain ice cream brands, straight up, you really want to get, you want to avoid, sorry. But for example, there is this dark chocolate from a Canadian company called Righteous. It is not really a ice cream, it is a gelato because they do vegan stuff. And they are a B Corp. And for those who do not know what a B Corp is a corporation that goes through the rigorous testing to make sure that they are good for the environment, that they aren't going to be, that they do the proper recycling, they're doing really well, they are climate neutral at the very least and whatnot. But what does happen is there was a big controversy regarding B Corp. B Corp, because Nestle got into it. And that was a very, very sad day. Everyone was like, okay, we did all this work so that we can be a B Corp, just so that we can say that we are legit, we are concerned about the environment, we do things the right way, and we care about people. And then Nestle, which is known for being effectively, allegedly, corrupt, getting wells in places, making sure that they get it in less scrupulous ways. And they were like, so what's the point? At that point, who cares? Why did I bother, right? Why did we bother doing this? Everyone there, they were really pissed, like rightfully so, that they felt like that they got gypped. And honestly, yeah, they definitely got gypped there. But back to the the gelato brand Righteous. The gelato brand Righteous, they have this dark Dutch chocolate flavor that actually tastes like chocolate. Because I've had, for example, Chapman's, their chocolate, it tastes like cream with a hint of chocolate. Like you can say that it's chocolate there, but it's more sugar than it is chocolate, and it's more cream than it is chocolate. So you get cream, sugar, and some chocolate, like hint of chocolate. That's what you get out of it. You don't get actually, ooh, chocolate. No. You get hint of chocolate, even though it is a light brown. So dark chocolate is something I prefer over light chocolate or sugary chocolates. And it is one of the sad thing. Ooh, that's a bent one. That is rare. That is rare. That is very rare. Okay. Boom. That is all supported. That is going through. Most of them are fine. Yeah. I'm glad I did it this way. That way we're able to get even amounts of pressure on both sides. And it's probably not gonna bend the what's it called? Not the PCB, the plate, because I got a polypropylene plate, which would make it sound a little more on the deeper side. I was about to say thocky, but the thocky doesn't make it give it justice, because that is a bright sound. Yeah. And while I don't mind bright sounds, it's not one of those things that I prefer. even though I did buy these particular ones. Okay. HMX switches. I probably should have just put the mozzarellas in, but I just wanted raws, and HMX Snowfalls just seems to match the silver machine, raw aluminum and copper. It makes a lot of sense. I would have gone with Golden Tree. I think it was Texi golden Apple, not Golden Tree. Texi Golden Apple. Yeah. Boom. There we go. Ooh, that is going to be a bid. Oh, wrong way. What were we talking about? Right, we were talking about the Righteous. They actually taste good versus something like Chapman's. Some people think Chapman's taste good, and I'm like, oh, that doesn't taste good. It tastes like your typical ice cream. We put sugar in it, and then we have a hint of flavor. Even their strawberry and or their vanilla tastes like it's some powdered stuff that they have instead of actual things that they put in there. They didn't even bother putting real vanilla. They're like, oh, no, there's no point. Just put the powder in, call it a day. That's what it feels like to have a Chapman's ice cream. But this place, like I said, apparently they quote-unquote hand make their ice cream. I highly doubt that. They probably locally make their ice cream, not hand make their ice cream. That's a little different there. Yeah. Anyways. Where? Boom. Oh yeah, this place, I forget what it's called, but this place near Christina Lake, I think it's not Christina Lake, sorry. It was, I'm just say it's near Christina Lake, near Christina Lake, and the place made some really good Rocky Road and vanilla and mango ice cream, because the Rocky Road was really to die for, because it was awesome. It tasted great. Okay, boom. There is that. And now I have the unfortunate circumstance of knowing how this works. Therefore, I need to gasket the thing. Okay, how do I gasket this? I do not know how to use a gasket mount. I literally have... Oh, there it goes. Here goes the gasket. Gasket mount apparently is just like a friction mount that goes over it. So I'm gonna push this through. I'm gonna go from the back. We're gonna push this down. We're gonna use that corner that has already been bent, and then we are going to pull it across this. Oh! Okay, come on, push that through, and then there we go. And that's the gasket mount. I have never had a gasket mount before, but I think that's how you're supposed to use gasket mount. Yeah, I think that's how you're supposed to have a gasket mount, quote unquote. You know what? I'm gonna look up how to do gasket mount, because I'm a fool who doesn't know how to make the gasket mount gasketly. Okay, so onto keyboard gas mount. Manta. Oh, meant. Didn't hit the A there. Manta. Boom. Okay, I need the installation guide. Part 1. I should have gotten sandblasted. Where? Do you... Keep it... Oh, wait. What? There we go. Whoa, too far. Oh, he did soldered. Oh no, they did a different mounting style. They did a bit different mounting style. No. Okay, but how does this work? How would it work? Where is it? Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. I'm scrubbing, I'm scrubbing, I'm scrubbing. I'm not finding it. I'm finding every other version. He didn't fully build it yet. He's putting the keycaps in. He got the keycaps in. He got it all. We are good. No. We're fools. I don't know what's going on. Oh no. It takes a little bit. Do they say? Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, a little back. Go back. Just more. Come on. A little more. Uh-huh. Come on. What is that? Is that... What mount is that? No, he used the button mounts. Oh my god. Is there a transcript? More. Is there a transcript? Show transcript. And then search gasket. I think you didn't put the middle gasket. It's on purpose. What do you mean you didn't put the middle gasket on purpose? Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. An hour in? Wow. Maybe I should have watched or checked the build guide. Okay. Manta keyboard build guide. How am I not hitting the A? Manta keyboard build guides. Manta link step 1, step 2 via JSON. Oh, maybe I should have done that, but yeah, that maybe we should have done that, but we're not doing that, I guess, because we're stupid. Anyways, separate top and bottom case. Switches. Hex M2 screwdriver. Install feet. Install gaskets. One of the 3 mounting options. The white, light gray. That's the grommets, not gaskets. So where's the gasket? 5 gaskets to the mounting points. On the plate with the large side of the gasket on the bottom. Gasket socks. Through a white. Install the plug in the... Uh-oh. Do I just not know how to keyboard? Am I stupid? Am I an idiot? Probably. Am I right? Yeah, maybe. I guess the whole point was that it kind of squeezes in and floats in there. That's what I remember. But not every bit has a... has enough clearance, because that is not quite right. Yeah, that's for the 7U though, so that makes sense. We're good. So at step 7, we're doing the gaskets. Install feet and optionally install force brake stickers. Install the 4 included adhesive feet to the bottom of the keyboard. You can install the included force brake stickers, which is what we have, around both the case and the weight screw points. To install the ones on the weight, remove the 6 screws inside the case using the M2 screwdriver and apply gaskets around the screw holes. Ah, so it's a screw gaskets. We're good without the gaskets for now. We are doing a 65 anyways. Now, to open this up, we're gonna clean up a little bit, that way we don't screw everything over. Okay. Oh my god, we only have 30 minutes left in stream. That's insane. That's insane. That's insane. We're gonna take this. There we go. Boom. Oxidizing. Right now, we are screwed. I'm gonna do this. Oh. Well. Boom. Boom. And then hopefully we don't get so much of that. And we are exposing it to the elements. We are screwing with the patina now. And we're good. We're good. We're gonna get so many fingerprints. The amount of fingerprints is crazy on this. Oh my god. Yes, this is gonna be a fingerprint magnet on top of being fingerprinted. Okay. Oh, okay, that's raw. That is indeed raw. Boom. And like I was mentioning previously, there are sections, because of the open nature of it, it's already oxidizing. So we're gonna leave it for a little bit because it is fine. Where's the garbage? There's the garbage. Boom. And then down. All right. There we go. And push this upwards. We got the JST. There is, okay. Okay. Boom. Okay. And that's through. Okay. Okay, boom. All right, so that should be good enough. We're gonna use, I think he said M2 screws. So we're gonna grab the large screw case here that we have. Well, I wish I had the Geon screwdriver set. We do not. We only have the very dusty now LTT version. And the reason why I didn't go with someone like iFixit, I kid you not, is because they use what was it called? They use a blue color accents, and I have removed all, if not most, of the blue colored items I have in general. So everything around me should literally have next to no blue. It could have I need a new one, but this is green enough that I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm not gonna replace it because I don't have to. All right, hex. M2 hex. 2 hex, right? That is a hex. Okay, yes, that is correct. That is indeed a hex screw. I'm gonna be using that. Boom. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. That's one. Two. 3 and 4. 3. Come on. But there we go. Dude, that took a little bit of pressure to do. But unlike some of the other keyboards, yo, Hexer, what's wrong with blue hexadecimal? Well, here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with blue. I'm just tired of blue, right? Like, I've had so much blue all of my life. I just went, no, screw blue, get rid of all of it. Part of it is actually, literally, I kid you not, is because my mother forced me to wear a lot of blue as a kid, and I just didn't necessarily like it. And I went, no, I'm grown up now. I don't have to buy any blue. So I just decided to just get rid of all the blue, including all of my old clothes, which was an astonishing number of blue. Don't get me wrong. I just went, oh, that is a lot of blue clothes. I literally got rid of almost 50% of my clothes because they were blue. I went, whoa, that is weird. I never thought that I would have this much blue clothing. I got checkered blue, I got navy blue, I got dark blue, and I was just like, oh my god, how did that happen? Why is there so much blue? So I've gotten rid of pretty much all of the blue things that I could ever own, and I'm like, yep, that's good. The weird downside is I ordered a jacket from a brand called Apari because one of the creators I do watch, they had a collab at the time, and the lead time on that was about half a year. But in between those 6 months, I just got rid of the blue, and then I received a navy blue jacket, and I went like, god damn it, I just got rid of all of it. So it's the one exception to the rule because it is a really good jacket. And weirdly enough, it is the only one I got compliments on. And I went, oh, that is its own version of insane, because I never thought that I would get complimented at all wearing any of this stuff. And I did. And I was mostly confused more than anything. And I went, huh, that is a new, that is a new thing that has happened to me. That is insane. But in general, normally I don't get complimented on how I look or what I'm wearing. And the fact that after wearing that jacket for literally the first day that I wore it, people went, damn, that's a really nice jacket. Where'd you get it? I went, oh, I got this store called Apari. And then I was very confused because that's never really happened to me before. Where someone really went, huh, that is a jacket. That's a really nice jacket. And they just thought they had to ask. And I was sitting there flabbergasted going, that is a new experience for me. Actually, that's not an entirely new experience for me, because it has happened once before where I was wearing a specific set of headphones. They were the Focal Betis, and someone literally just went up and like, hey man, like, I just want to say nice headphones. It's really cool. And then walks away. And I was like, oh, thanks. Like, what the heck? And I never thought that the Focal Betis would be like, yeah, headphone. It's basically an audiophile realizing, oh my god, that's another audiophile. That's cool. That's awesome. I never thought I'd spot another audiophile in the world. And he just went, yeah, I'd like to say hi as a fellow audiophile. That doesn't make sense. That does not make sense. The gasket does not work. Is the gasket on the other side? Because that is bottoming out, sir. That seems wrong. Not gonna lie. That seems wrong. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Yeah. Okay. If I push that down and that sounds about right? Question mark. I don't hate it. Go. You know what? I'm not gonna question it. I'm just gonna put it in. I think I'm right. Question mark. There we go. I believe I'm right. I would like to say that I'm right. Am I right? Probably not. Would I know? Nope. You know what? We can just do a different mount the next week and also lube these stabs because we're idiots. And we didn't lube the stabs, and I'm not about to undo all of this. Oh my god. And I'm just gonna push this through. And boom. There we go. Oh my god, that is insane. Where do we go? We are gonna push this through as well. Okay. And okay. So I'm gonna just screw them in, and then I'm gonna do a star pattern for tightening. So once it's in, oh, did I cross-thread that? That feels like I might have cross-thread that. No, we're good. We're good. It wasn't cross-thread. Boom. Okay. There we go. Slightly tighten. And then I'm gonna move you around. Oh no, I just touched the copper. Oh, I just touched. It's looking nice. No, I know it's looking nice and looking sexy. Here's the problem. Hexadecimal. I didn't lube the switches, the stabilizers, so this is gonna be a one rattly keyboard, and I'm way too far gone to go back. So I'm just gonna stream this next week. and then take it apart because it is late. Just for your information, it is about almost 12 o'clock where I'm at. So I'm on Pacific Standard Time, and speaking of Pacific Standard Time, it is awesome because Canada has was it Canada or is it just BC? But parts of Canada just went, you know what, we're done with changing times every freaking month. We are just going to stop that. We're just going to no more daylight savings. We are sticking to it, and we are no longer changing anything. And to me, that is absolutely awesome. Okay, that's one. We'll do this side. Okay, that's tight. 1, 2, and then 3 here. There, and then up the top as well. And then boom. And then here in the bottom. Okay. And then the top here and the bottom right. There we go. And then the bottom left. Well, bottom right on a technicality. Okay, all right. We're gonna put this down for now, and we're gonna turn it around. Whew. Boom. And that's without the feet. I need to add the feet. I think I had the feet out. Didn't I pull it out earlier? I feel like I pulled it out earlier, but I wasn't paying too much attention. Oh, there they are. So no force break yet. We're gonna do that. So we're gonna take, boom, right there. There we go. There we go. And then boom, boom, and then we can just close this up. Okay, boom, close that off, push that in there, that should be good. And here comes the back, even more. Ooh. Woohoo, look at that, shiny, shiny, shiny. Yeah, some people would patina it their specific way. I'm just gonna let it do its thing for the most part. The hard part is this section, I think, where I don't want to touch it. Actually, yeah. Give me one second. Actually. I am just gonna use a pair of tweezers to ensure that I do not touch the bottom. Holy. Okay. And then boom. That's one. Oh, jeez. Okay. Okay, boom. Dude, the amount of concentration I have right now just to be like, never, don't. Wait, a little bit. Boom, boom. Okay. Whew. I am sweating here. I just don't want to touch the back because, okay, there we go. Because the back, I want it to mostly evenly get evenly patina as much as possible before I touch it, because when you let it evenly patina, it should by itself oxidize the top layer, giving it its own version of a anodization, I guess you can say. That's not anode specifically, but because of the layer of already what's effectively rust, it protects it from even more rust because it just goes deeper instead of spreading up the top. Okay, there we go. Whew, technically the keyboard is kind of complete. Look at that. Look at how nice that is. Holy. I can't wait for a couple of days where it starts to darken and whatnot by itself, because it's gonna darken by itself. That's what I know. And I'm just going to do that, and hopefully we're good. Don't have to touch the bottom. Now, here's the hard part. I don't know what keycaps I have. I have another 65 over there in the back, if you want to see. We have black keycaps, so it's going to be silver with black. But I also have, I think we have JMK Metropolis and Emma. I think Emma would look nice. Silver and green, or We use no, Polybius is being used right now. What is going on? There's things going on right now. What is going on? I'm getting notifications. Hello? Hello? No, I don't really know. Anyways, we have Emma, PBT fans Emma. We also have Metropolis. I think, honestly, for this specific keyboard, we might do Emma because it's nice and green. Yeah. But it'll stand out too much. So I might just go with Metropolis, although it's blue. So, I mean, green and orange is always a really good matchup. You know, I'll do the green and orange because green and orange is a decent matchup instead of blue and orange. So, and it's more a navy, but so we'll do PBT Emma. I have not opened this set up yet because I was looking for a keyboard I can sit it on, and I was thinking to put it onto the what is it called? I was thinking of putting it on the either the Ducky or the not the yeah, probably the Ducky, honestly. That's it. The light green gives me copper vibes. I know light green could be copper vibes. Okay, so we're actually opened it. This is the first time I'm opening this, honestly. Boom. By Egletson Studios, PBT fans Emma. So it's gonna be a light green. It's gonna be a translucent green, actually. It's not even light green. But yes, copper is green. I remember buying a copper ink, and it was like a green brown. Oh my god, it's not even light green. It's a nice dark green. Look at that. Light copper with dark green. Oh my god. Look at that. Holy. I've never opened this. I've never opened this. This is amazing. This is already amazing. By itself. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's insane. That is its own version of insane. I'll put that there temporarily. Okay. Boom. Get that through. Holy. What is going on? Why can't I? Okay, hear my own voice. It's because I didn't plug in the IMs that I'm wearing. Haha. Boom. Boom. Hello? How do I open it? Hello? Hello? I'm confused. Hello? Hello? So that's a whole thing. Oh, it's a beige underneath in reality. Yeah, beige with dark green. And I just opened it. Nice. Boom. This is what it looks like raw. Look at that. Yeah, so it's not even a light green, but it is definitely green. So let's get the 7U spacebar. Does it already look decent? Does it look decent? Yeah, it looks like it would be decent. This is correct. No, this is correct. I was putting it correctly. I was just panicking a little inside because I can hear the rattle. Yeah, I can hear the rattle because I'm an idiot. Nice emerald color. I know. I'm an idiot. Let's just say I forgot to lube the stabilizers, so it's a little unfortunate for me. Oh my god, I feel so stupid. Anyways, we're doing it anyways. We're gonna do that, and we are going to put the rest of the keys in. Nope, we're gonna have this as the escape here, and then we're going through 1, 2. Okay, you know what? Given how this sounds, it's actually sounding a lot deeper with this keycap set and the polycard plate, which is more my profile and more my style, which is amazing. And do PBT fans actually sell this case? Because this is a nice case. It's much smaller than the JMK ones. The downside is they might need to do a bunch of other things with it. Alright, okay, boom. Oh yeah, so caps lock is stepped, so it's probably on a different layer. But let's get the rest of it in. Holy. Man. Yeah. Oh. You know what? This is actually good. I think this is actually good. I think this is a good combination. I just have to make sure that it doesn't patina incorrectly, and we're good. I think as long as it's a dark patina, then we might be fine. We might just be fine. Okay. Oh no, another one with a. Why is that fine? Oh my god. One of the stabs is just fine. It doesn't even rattle. The spacebar though, it rattles, unfortunately. Holy. Dude, the more this fills up, the more I think I actually made the right choice instead of GMK Polybius. Because Polybius is good, but I think this is better. I think this matches the keyboard a lot more. Okay, maybe we don't do that one because that was the wrong one. Okay. There we go. Shift is coming in. Wow, there was... Oh, wow. That actually... That's not even lubed. Holy, it's not that bad. There we go. Holy. Talking from ice cream, now we're just looking at this deep emerald green color. Oh, looks so nice. Looks so nice. Alright, now we need the special keys on the right hand row. I think this is better than that top. Okay. So we're gonna take that. We're gonna go move up one. Let's put this up top here. There. We are gonna take you. Dude, this is actually pretty good. Here is, oh, here it is. Here's the arrow keys. Do we have specialty arrow keys here? No, just wondering. Doesn't look like it, but there might be specialty arrow keys. There is no specialty arrow keys, but there is split spacebar support, which is really good. Like that. I do like that. Okay. There we go. 1, 2. There we go, we are good. And then we have the short shift, right shift. Is it this one? No. Is it this one? No, that's strip. Boom, maybe this one. There we go, short left shift. We have backspace. We do need a backspace and a tilde. So we'll do backspace tilde because that makes more sense. That's the escape key. Oh, there we go. We have caps lock. Boom. Dude, caps lock. Is it just me or is it slanted this way? That's crazy. That's amazing. Alright. Boom. What do I do with the top row? Top row, top row, top row. I think with the top row, we are going to go with... It's these two, I believe. So we have... This is insert, this is print, okay, I don't even know what these are. So this is row 4. I'm just gonna mix and match it at this point. Or do I just use the proper ones over here? I have 2, so I do need one of these rows. So we're gonna use this at the very least. So this is going to be backspace. So that's backspace. And then this is page up and you know what, page up. This is page up. Is that correct? That is not correct. Okay. Maybe this one. Page up. That's about right. Now we got page down here. There we go. That's kind of in line. We are going to go yeah, sure, print over here. And then we need where oh sure, this looks like a good symbol to use. You know, honestly, the delete key? What's the delete key? What looks like a delete key? Because that looks like a backspace. Well, it's a delete. I think this might be a good delete. Sure. I'm very not picky about this right now. I'm just like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And then I just put it in and call it a day. Boom. Alright, so we're just gonna call that a day. And it's fine. It's amazing. It looks absolutely fine. Boom. We got those to go through. And then we are going to put this back in. Put this down. Oh, actually no, we are going to put this over here because we don't have enough flat surfaces. That has to be cleaned tomorrow because there is going to be a stream tomorrow of this keyboard's photo session. Boom. Holy. Ooh, this looks nice. Oh. Let me pause the music for you guys. That is a little. All right, let me give it a go. Let me give it a go. Okay. Oh my god, that scratches an itch that I have. Whoo. One more go, we'll give it one more go. We'll plug this in, take this out. We'll plug this in and hopefully there wasn't a switch that I was supposed to hit and we should be good. Oh my god. I'm please just work out of the core. Please work just out of the, okay. Come on, come on. I'm hoping. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see. All right, here we go. HMX Snowfall with Emma PPT caps or keycaps. Oh, so PPT fans. Sorry. This is the Emma PPT. This is, sorry. Holy, I am tired. It's been a while. Anyways, this is the Bull Keyboards and Alexotos collaboration keyboard, the Manta, with HMX Snowfall with the gasket mount, polycarbonate plate, and the keycaps are PPT Fans Emma. Okay, lovely green emerald color. We're gonna give it a go, and hopefully it's fine. Okay. Boom. Holy. Holy. I mean, typing, it just sounded nice. It just sounded nice. Okay. That was for Moneyball. Oh my god. Okay. We'll give it another, like, if you want to just hear it, like, Damn. Okay, so this earlier it was slamming, so this might need to be changed into a higher pitched. Actually, I think this is fine. Something either higher pitch or lower pitched. Like this is. Whew. Ooh, I like this. I like how this sounds. I like how it sounds. I'm gonna bring the mic closer just so it picks up as much of the sound as possible. Okay, I'm gonna move it forward. There we go. So this is going to be seen. Wow, no one really sees it. Okay, let's give this a go. Wow, okay, I actually like how this sounds. It's been a while since I actually had a keyboard that did that, because if I go to the old one, like, it's fine, don't get me wrong. It is fine. So oh, Jesus Christ. This is the Zoom TKL Taiga. So it's not bad if you were to compare the two. But that just sounds louder. Right? Holy. Personally, this one? Just make sure. Oh, wow. This is lovely. Like, look at that. Look at how it looks. Okay. What? Like, holy. You heard that. Okay, now we'll unplug it. Get a nice little close up. Ooh, that's heavy. Ooh, that is heavy. Holy. I don't wanna touch the bottom. So I'm gonna just hold that and hope I don't drop it. Look at that. Look at how it looks. God damn. And then, oh, a little bit of that side profile. Woo, that curve looks so nice. Paired with the copper. Oh, look at that. Look at that copper. Right? And then pair it with a green. So we got green, silver, and copper. So that's the tree. This is the bark here. The, like the sap in the middle. Like, oh, sorry, the white sap and then the green. All right. Oh my God. Wow. Looks so good. And with the green hint up top. Yeah. I'm going to have some fun trying to figure out how to get this to patina properly. And oh my God, it's just so nice to use. Holy, I'm just gonna use this. I'm just gonna use this and hopefully just using it and not touching it in the bottom and it'll be fine. Okay, but that is effectively the end of stream. That will be the end of stream there. Because, holy, you can't really beat that. That's going to be hard to beat. So, we're not really going to talk about this because it is, what time is it? It is 12 o'clock for me. I'm really tired and I do have work earlier in the morning and a workout session. So I have to work out, take a bath, all that, yada, 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 blah, 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 etc. But holy moly, this looks absolutely lovely. Oh my God, let me just clear this up for you before I do one more final typing test, and then we can all go to bed. Holy moly. One go. Last go. So we're gonna plug this back in. Jesus Christ. You know, I don't think I want to bring this to work. A part of me wants to bring it to work because we just patina by itself. The other part of me goes, no, we're leaving this at home. We're leaving this at home because this is nice. This is lovely. Like I don't wanna leave it there. I need a couple more keyboards like this. Not gonna lie. I need a couple more keyboards like this and it'll be chef's kiss. Anyways, one more. Boom. Okay, again, this is going to be the Manta keyboard. This is, I think it's called Machinist. This is a raw copper bottom with the stainless steel top, so it's ridiculously heavy, with gasket mount, polycarbonate plate, and HMX Snowfall switches with PBD Fans Emma as the keycap set. And it is unlubed. This is factory lube for HMX, by the way. All right, here we go. Music. I don't know why people do that, but we're doing that anyways. Boom. Holy. Okay. That is a really nice sound profile. It's very clean. I left the foam in. I don't think it's really foam. I left the piece in there. Polycarb HMX Snowfall with copper bottom. Holy, that is so good. That is so good. So, honestly, love how this sounds, given the current configuration I have it in. And I didn't even lube any of the stabs because I decided to do that, and I thought that was a mistake because I want this to be my main testing board. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to use the Manta as the main testing board for any of the switches that come through, mostly because it's a custom keyboard and I do want to have a baseline. Originally, I thought it would be the Schema because Alexotos and Bold did make another version of this keyboard. I say version of this keyboard, but it was a prior version of this keyboard, the Manta, where it was a very similar concept, but they ended up with the concept of the Manta. The Schema, on the other hand, is similar, but it's a different design. However, it's more made for mass manufacturing instead of custom build like this. So it is a much lower price point. I was gonna buy a Schema, but I didn't have the funds because I needed a lot more photography equipment. So I did that instead of getting the Schema. But I would have gotten the Schema, and that would have been the regular board I would have just used as a test, because it was able to take EC PCBs, electrocapacitive PCBs, so I can use those types of switches on it. I could also use Hall effect because I believe the Venom was compatible with the internals of the Schema 60. So I was going to do that because it makes it a lot easier. If I wanted the Hall effect, I could just get Hall effect and I can use the Schema of the same make and the same model, and then I would be able to test both Hall effect and regular switches on it. But of course I didn't have the funds at the time, and the group buy just ended, so if you're into it, you might be able to get extras. And when the extras come in, I'm probably going to buy that, and that's going to be the new testing board instead of this, because I don't want it. I want to keep shoving switches into it, because if I'm going to be reviewing a bunch of switches for a keyboard, I don't want to break the one keyboard that I really, really like. So I'm going to keep a specific set of switches on it as my favorite, and so far the HMX Snowfall is literally it. So I'm gonna swap this out eventually. I'm gonna, damn, like it just looks so nice. But yes, anyways, I'm gonna see you guys next time. I've been gushing about this keyboard for way too long. It's actually really nice, and the subtle things that I noticed now that I'm holding it and looking at it is that curve is it looks, I don't know why, it reminds me of a katana. Like you can see the gradation. So there it is. I don't believe that's called chamfer. This is called chamfer. The little beveled, sorry, beveled, I think it's correct. Bevel here before it flattens out. The curve as it goes down, obviously it's still flat, and it doesn't quite match. I think it does it? It almost matches the coloration of the, or sorry, the curvature of the regular switches, or the OEM switches, as you can see. Oh, I can't wait to photograph this tomorrow. So tomorrow we're gonna try to do a photograph stream, and hopefully I don't scratch this too much and I'm able to get a really good look out of it. Holy, oh man. Okay, I'm just gonna use this and hopefully it's great. I will be doing a little bit of work and it's gonna be great. Anyways, you guys have a nice one. I'm gonna see you guys next time. I know the ad break just finished, but I do have to end it. Holy, I love this keyboard. It's just one last one for somebody. Okay, again, this is the Bull and Alexotos Manta keyboard, which is in the machinist colorway, I believe. I say machinist because I think this is the raw color. In other words, me just handling the keyboard makes it change color, because that's how a raw material works. It will patina over time, and just opening and ripping the plastic, it started to change color. It is kind of humid and hot in this environment. But again, this is the Manta this is the Manta keyboard by Bull and Alexotos, with the gasket mount, polycarbonate plate, and HMX snowfall switches. They are factory looped. Also, we have the keycap set is the PVD fans Emma. So that is the combination we are going with today. Let's put that away. Okay. Sorry, forgot to mute. Boom. Such a lovely, lovely sound. Wow. I just love how it sounds. Oh my god, we were gonna do one more, but we're just due time. Gonna go for it. Such a lovely keyboard. Nice and bright. It has a poppiness to it. So it just hits me. It's good. It's good. It's not too bright, right? So it's just on the deeper end of what you would find probably for most builds on Manta. I haven't really watched too much of it, but I'm going to probably look up a bunch of Manta builds just to see it. Okay, again, one more. So close, so close. I did some errors over here that I slowed down, and I burst into 120 and just kept going. It is a relatively steady 90 plus typing experience for that one there, except for the one hiccup, unfortunately. But tomorrow we will take a photo of this, and hopefully I don't scratch it. I'm gonna see you guys next time. Make sure to have a nice one. Bye.